Hello there, YouTube. It's Michelle. Happy Wednesday. I am coming to you today to share a little mini journal that I've made using Sigita's new digital downloads. This is her nature download that she just put on Etsy. And I really just love the colors in this collection. A lot of earth tones with pops of color. I have printed the journal sheets on the Naturals paper. That is a resume paper that you can find at Office Depot. It comes in actually the box over there where they have the resume papers and kits. And so I printed it on the Naturals paper, and then I printed the journal cards on some craft. So I decided, well, I was loving the collection full size. I decided to make it half size, printing it on the 5x7 setting. And my computer neglected to tell me that the yellow had run out of my ink cartridge. So being left with only blue and red, I pulled out my sheets and ended up with purple. So let me show you what I've done. I know Sigita's is going to die. This really looks her collection, but let me just show you what I've created here. This little mini journal. It is, got the dimensions, I wrote the dimensions down, 5 by 3.5, and it is, yes, purple. And I'll show you the inside. So let me tell you about what I've done on the outside of the journal. This is one of those hairband ponytail holders that I have just adhered a couple of Prima and Michael's bin, dollar bin, there we go, sorry, flowers too. So let's take that off. The cover here is not Sigita's. This is Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and this is from Mabel's Diary. And Debbie Ann has a cover in there that's this incredibly gorgeous brown damask. And since I knew that the brown was printing purple on my printer, I went on ahead and printed it half size, knowing that it would turn out to be purple. So this is Mabel's Diary, Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And I have pamphlets stitched in one signature. There are 48 pages with additional baggies and tuck spots. On the seam, I've done the pamphlet stitch, just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch using some lilac seam binding that I got from Prairie Bird Boutique. And so I think that's Miss Patsy. And so I've done a quick dangle here with more of the seam binding with some vellum and with some eyelash trim, and have hanged bells on the ends just for some interest. Here's the back, and you can see that beautiful purple shade that I got because I had run out of yellow. So let's go on the inside here. When you open up, I have a jar here. This is a stamp that I own, and so I stamped it and embossed it with purple. I already had that made. Back here I had, since I printed this on a half sheet, I had the second half, and so I made some tags out of there. So there's a tag here. I've got a vellum bag here. I've got one of my Ann Tainter ladies on the front, a little washi, and inside again is more of the tags. I've distressed with Concord distress ink, and also did a little bit of stenciling. So there's that. We'll put the tags back, and let's get into the collection. Again, these colors are not meant to be purple, but this is what I ended up with, so I decided to use it. So I've just added some trim. This is from the Michael's $1.50 bin, you know, that pack that you get that's about 11 to 14 inches long, and it has all the different types of ribbons in all the same shade. So you'll see many of the purple lavender ones that I used. Again, more distressing and stenciling. Here's a Chili's bag that's been altered with a little floral collage and some ribbon. In it I have one of the journaling cards, which has been backed stenciled, and then there are lines on it as well for journaling. And flip to the collection, again more washi and ribbon. Try to do more flat dimensional add-ons to the pages. I didn't want it to have too much bulk. So this is Sigita's collection in purple. So obviously if it was pinks or blues, so if anything of red and blue worked, it printed, but anything in brown or green wasn't having it. This is a Etsy purchased bag I got off Etsy, and I just got another one of the journaling cards in there. So let me just whip on through so you can just see a little bit of trim, stenciling. Another Chili's bag that's got some stash ribbon lace on it, and on the back some little floral collage there with some ribbon. Just loving the stenciling, so pretty. Here's a glassine bag that has been run through an embossing folder, and then the raised parts have been distressed with the purple, the same purple ink. There's another journaling card in there. Come to the center of the signature. Got a doily that was dyed in some purple Kool-Aid. This is the seam binding tie, the ribbon that I used to tie the signature. And these are some hydrangeas in there just for interest. Then going on the other side of the signature, again, the glassine bag that's been distressed. Got that bag from A Tattered Dream. Denise is a shop. More of that stash ribbon. And what's neat about it is it has a, adhesive on the back, so it's super quick and easy to embellish. Again, there are 12 sheets, and so that comes up to front and back and double side 48 pages for writing. Here's the other side of that Chili's bag, one of the journaling cards again. Here I've used some stash lace trim, and I made a little pocket. Now this piece of ephemera, this is from her collection, but this piece of ephemera is from New Beginnings. That's Tsunami Rose there. Again, I just pulled out my purple drawer, which has all of my ephemera in the shades of purple and pink. Another baggie. Again, here's another piece of that damask that was the second cover, since I got two, printed two on one sheet, or one 8.5 by 11 page. Here's another side of that Chili's bag. I have two of the Chili's bags in there that have been cut down. They have a little washi. And back side of that. This was actually a, it wasn't glassine. This was a vellum envelope. And there's another Ann Tainter lady. And tag. That the back page, back cover. I've got a jelly bean bag, got some washi and flowers, and then that's from New Beginnings Tsunami Rose. Back. So just fun. Great way to spend a Wednesday. And I hope everyone is getting an opportunity to do some summer crafting. Well, thanks for watching. Again, thanks Sigita. Love the collection. When I actually use it the way that it was designed to be used in the magnificent earth tones. I'll post that as well. Have a great day. Bye.